All right, today's the day. I am going to be doing a little bit of work. I think it's going to be probably in phases. So today's going to be probably day one of a phased project where we're going to extend the creek. So it comes down behind the shop. Well, I guess that's the horse barn, shop and horse barn. Comes down through here, and then it makes a hard left, and then it just goes around, and then it comes back around over here. I'm just going to go straight through. I think what I'm going to do is at least cut out and then put dirt over here, and then I'm going to grade that off. It's a low area that holds water most of the year, so I think that's where all the dirt's going to go. But that's remnants of our old bridge from the flood we had down here about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. I don't know, it's been a little while. But anyway, I'm going to do a little bit of video on this. It's going to be, like I said, probably a couple phases, because the big machine, CX145, is going to go tomorrow to an actual paid job. But I got it home, I did some maintenance on it, and we're going to do a little bit of work on this, and hopefully get that water, at least have 2 routes to go and one more direct route, and then we'll go from there. So come along. All right, so we're going to give it a shot. We're going through here, old root system, and then kind of going that direction through the excavator. All we're doing is trying to make another channel, because this hard bend here just it's terrible. Got to get those logs out, or the boards out later. I got the telephone poles out. Those are our bridge poles. I'll move those down later, but I'll bring you along. I'll throw you on the excavator, and we'll see how it goes. All right, figure I'll bring you along for a little bit here. Then I'll throw a time lapse through. I think I'm going to run a first cut kind of through this deal, and then clean up with the ditch bucket. I know I'm contending with a root system that's right in front of me and all this junk in front, but this right here, there's an old, I think it's either part of this tree or part of an old tree. I'm not quite sure which, but I think I'm going to spin it around this way for now, because I got a bunch of junk over here. And then all the good dirt is actually going to go out to my left, and then I'll grade it out into this low area. So that's the plan, but you probably can see that tree system root. Whoa, I guess that's more than I was bargaining for there. I think it might be part of this tree system that's right in front of me. I may have to go to the left here a little bit. I'm assuming it must be that sycamore root system. So guess we'll just kind of see. Yep, I think it is. So we'll throw the good dirt as far out as I can. Actually, I'll probably put it over here. As far out as I can reach over here. And then any junk. Now I don't want to cut down quite yet to break it open. I want to dig and clean dirt. So I'll leave this channel. I think that is the root system for this. I'll dig in here about a bucket pass, and then we'll just throw all this over here. And we'll leave that little bit of a section. I'm not going to make this massive. I learned my lesson the last time I did this, that there's no reason to make it. The water will make it as big as it needs to be. But I will come back through and clean it up with the actual ditch bucket. This, I'm not sure, the ditch bucket doesn't do the greatest with roots and that kind of thing, so I really don't want to get too sideways on my ditch running through here. Some might be asking, why in the world is he doing this? Well, eventually I want to dig this all out. We have a lot of drainage water issues down in this area, and so giving myself an advantage of getting water quickly to the reservoir, or quicker to the reservoir, is kind of the objective here. So I will, if it doesn't always run in this channel, it's fine. It can run around the other one, and then we'll go from there. I think I'll just throw you guys on time lapse. I'm just gonna be digging for quite a while. Well, I don't know, probably an hour or so. Won't take that long to get here, but all right. All right, well, you saw in the time lapse, we are about to break it open. This is kind of like phase one of this build. I've got Sunday, and I got the machine home, so I'm gonna get the dam broken open on this end, and then I'm gonna go down to the other end and do the same thing, and then bring the dozer back over and grade out all this stuff. Mostly soft. Mostly like topsoil-ish material. There's clay down in the bottom, which I didn't want to get into, but I did a little bit. But from when I did it before, I knew that if I got down to that gray clay, that's about the bottom as far as I want to go. This stuff's pretty soft. Bring the dozer over and kind of get it all nice and graded out. And then I'm going to come down to this end and break this end open too. So like I said, this is going to be in a couple different phases. This will be pretty much phase one. The only thing I'm going to do is dozer grade where the side-by-side's at. It's real low in this area, so we'll use all this soil to kind of grade it over there, and then hopefully this works. And then a little bit later in the fall, early winter, when I can get back over here with the machine, I will probably clean it out. I may do it with the little excavator too, but I want to do a little bit more work on the sides on that side. But really just the objective was get it cut in so I can at least see what's going on, how this is going to play out, and then make adjustments later on. But I had the machine home, so anyway, I'll bring you along breaking the dam open, and then I got a little bit of dozer work, and that'll probably wrap up today's work. All right, we'll see if we can get you with the breaking the dam open. It's not going to be that exciting. I did it once before, but really just kind of cleaning this thing up. I'm going to get rid of this. This stuff's going to go behind me. I do not want to grade any of this nasty wet stuff. These roots in here from before. So get this cleaned out. That's pretty dry so far, I think. So, but I'm going to throw this way over this side behind me. That's fairly dry. I probably still could grade that out. But I'm going to end up getting some real nasty wet stuff here in a second. So I'm going to pull back a little bit. Get another scoop of dry here so we can kind of see what's going on. It's handy having this thing home sometimes, but obviously those that run excavation companies, that there's a cost. You know, I had to get it here, and I don't haul my own equipment with, well, I don't haul my big excavator, so, but sometimes it's the convenience of being able to get, there it goes, get it going. I didn't put a laser on this, so I don't know exactly. I'll have to do some cleanup, I'm sure, at some point, but I see it flowing in right now, so that wasn't as exciting as I thought it might be, but there it goes. It's going. And I got to go to the other side. Leave this over here. This is going to get pretty nasty. Well, it's definitely running down through. I must have got it a little bit. Correct. That's good. Yeah, the idea is to have a secondary channel here for water. I'm going to get over here. I want this out of here. And just get a lot of water down through here, and so running back out of here. Yeah. Put this back. This wet stuff way back in here. Oh yeah. I got her going now. You know how cricks are. They'll self-clean themselves out pretty good though. I clean this up a little bit right there. And then while I'm sitting here, maybe clean this back just a little bit. I see a little bit of a dam right here. We'll get this cleaned up. There we go. It's flowing now. Yep. I need to get some of those logs out. I'm going to run down to the other side now. And we'll bring you along. We will track down and open up the other side. I'm going to track over here. Now you guys can't see what's going on, but actually I'll spin over. You can see it pretty good. It's definitely flowing down through there, which is cool. I don't know what's going to happen on the other side though. That's the part where the laser would really be helpful, but, and this isn't for custom, this is for me, for my own use. I will eventually see where we're at on grade, especially this area where I'm going to be dozing. I kind of want to make sure it grades away. But I have a feeling when I cut this apart, it may backfill a little bit, because I can't remember. I think the depth to me looks like it's a little bit higher, but we'll see. We're going to cut into it, and we're going to do the same thing we did over there. I'm going to kind of throw the dirty stuff, wet stuff, kind of get that out of the way. Actually, some of this out of the way. All right, we'll get kind of set up. All right, so you can see the water's coming down, so that's a good thing. Got it flowing down through. That's the idea. I'm going to go ahead and get some of the dry stuff here off, and then it's matching up to already wet areas, so it's not like it's gonna do anything crazy. But I'm gonna back up a little bit so you can see. Get this pulled back, this bank pulled back a little bit, pull this back a little. Let me get this cleaned up, and then I'd be able to get one more dry scoop before it gets all nasty. Yeah, we'll do that. One more good dry scoop. Alright. Gonna kind of clean up this side over here. The old like electric line. I'm gonna throw this way over here. Cut a little bit at a time here. Yeah, see, I think my levels are a little bit off. So, in it all, I got some problems that are down the creek, but the levels look like they might be. Here we go. Well, there we go. Yep, we're gonna go on the other way now, but I think we're gonna dig this out a little bit here. It's kind of, there we go. Yep, it's just a little bit higher on this end. It's kind of a we'll find a sweet spot here to get it cleaned out. There we go. Really, the whole creek needs cleaned out, especially this section that I'm in right now. It is bad. Lots of sediment. And then just past, I don't know if you guys can see, but just to the right of me here in a second, it's all clogged up. Oh, I can't go that way, but to the right, down through the creek, it's pretty well clogged up. So need to get it all cleaned up through here and get it running the right way. That's a winter project for sure. If you guys follow along, I've got a reservoir that's down at the end, and I'm going to go all the way to the reservoir once we get through the winter here. Get this cleaned up a little bit more at the opening. It's a work in progress. You know, having 2 routes is going to help out a ton. Just cleaned up a little bit. I think I'm going to get out and take a look at it here, though, and see what's going on. Get a good couple big scoops out of there. This transition area. I just got myself all muddy. Oh man. Oh well. Gonna wash off the machine anyway here shortly. I think I'm gonna get this clean, this section right here. Pull it up, cleaned up a little bit. Yep, right there. Make it a little bit wider through here. Yikes, I got some limbs above me. I don't want to hit my hydraulics. Eesh, that's not good. I think that's going to be good for now. Take a look at things. Get out here and take a look. All right, well, you saw from the video, this is what it looks like on the other side. We took it down to deer stand. We got to get that pulled out, but here's the channel, or I guess the intersection. I got to get in here, this tree's kind of in my way right now, but get in here and really dig this out and clean out. Something's holding up way down through there, but obviously it's draining down through, which is good. It's just not going anywhere after here, which I know is because something down line is the problem. But hey, at least we got it going. We're on both sides. And we'll monitor, see how it goes. All right, well, I went and got the dozer, brought it over here. We're gonna get it going, but meanwhile, I talked the Mrs. Bojo into cleaning the tracks on the machine because it leaves tomorrow. So I got her doing that, which is awesome. That just saves me some time, so thank you. All right, well, I'm gonna throw you guys in a time lapse real quick while I clean up the dozer, or clean up the dirt over here. We're just gonna basically grade it out in this low area. The wet spot, the wet one will stay here, but we'll go from there. And I'll just kind of throw you guys on a time lapse and let it watch it. Nothing super exciting, just gonna grade this out. That'd be it. right, well, there was a time lapse. Got it rough graded in, nothing crazy, nothing fancy. Just get it knocked down, let it dry a little bit more. Got to get the machines ready for jobs this week, but just, you know, get it roughed down, get the skid steer over here, get the roller over here. I've got those bigger piles still back over here too. I'll come back when they dry out. That's that wet stuff. And then next phase 2 will probably be digging this out some more, cleaning it up, see how the first rain does. I've got to go down through the creek that way. I've got to get down in there and figure out what's blocking it all up, but not bad for a Sunday fun day. Got about, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 hours in the project, so not too bad. Cut out maybe, I don't know, 150 foot section of creek. It's running pretty good. Pretty happy with it. I think it'll help us out in the future. Thanks for tagging along. If you have any questions, comments about the machines, what I did, hopefully I did a better job kind of showing you guys doing some of the work. Got a pretty fun week this week. I've got big trenching job starting tomorrow, and then I'm going to be going back to a customer's house. We just did a pond extension last year, and then we just did a new landscape feature. We're going to flood the pond, and actually we're going to build a, I guess, trout pond, or dig out an area that's a pond. So we got kind of a pond build coming up, as well as a nice big clearing area, same customer. We've been back there a few times, so I'll bring you along on that stuff. It should be pretty fun, and catch you on the next one.